Hello everybody! So, I was kind of sad because of the NG changes, but after looking around on Reddit a few times I found that there are problems with rocket jumping in general. Like, when you rocket jump you just fly way higher than you should, it's really hard to control. Same with demo a little bit. It might have been when they buffed the detonator, they may have made it so like they fucked up with like self-damage and stuff, so you get more knockback or less knockback and stuff like that. So hopefully that gets resolved. This has been a big bunch of changes, so it may take a while, but at least now I know it's a bug, so I'm not really sad about this anymore. This update's pretty fun. So some things that I like. I tried the contract system. It's really fun. I like the bloop sounds and stuff whenever you get points and things. It's really fun. Like, one thing I found that's actually really nice, and you tend to get this whenever they release an update with achievements and achievement-based weapons and stuff like that, is people actually play the game. Like, the thing about TF2 is like, I guess it's better to describe other games. The thing about games like, say, Call of Duty or Battlefield, or even Dirty Bomb, is you can kind of just run around and do like whatever you want, but you get like XP and you get points and you get these little medals pop up on the screen whenever you get kills, so it encourages you to do the objective and get kills and revive teammates and stuff like that. So it kind of puts you on this path of how you should be playing the game by rewarding you. And TF2 kind of does that with achievements. When you start the game, you kind of play the game, you see all these achievements, and it's like, shoot someone in the air with a rocket and then finish it off with a shotgun. And you go, oh, okay, I guess this is how I should be playing Soldier. I should be juggling people and shooting with a shotgun. But a lot of people just ignore that completely and just farm achievements and stuff like that so you can get items. Because having the achievement system is kind of annoying. If you're coming straight into TF2, you like go in and you want to just be able to play. You saw a video of someone playing with the Mad Milk, and you're like, I really like milk. I'm unnaturally obsessed with milk. I want this weapon. And you find out you have to craft weapons for it, or get it from a drop, or trade for it, and you're like, fuck that. Like, of course you want to like idle for achievements, get stuff, and then trade for stuff, or whatever, or even just buy it from the store. But who buys stuff from the store? Me. But so now there are these like actual objectives and stuff that you can do in the like TF2 that actually give you reason to work together as a team. It's going to be quite different because, I mean, you're going to run around and people are going to actually fight, and you're going to be like, but where's the conga? But I have to tell you, this new Russian dance song, it's like the new conga. It's so good. Like, the music is great. You win a round with your team, you're like, yeah, good job team, and then you're just all in the base like dancing around like Russians. It's pretty great. What better way to celebrate your communism with expensive in-game microtransactions, right? But so I guess like a lot of things that you can do in this game now, like, I imagine a lot of people will be making videos of how to try hard as this class so that you can get the most points. Like, my 2 contracts was to get like a lot of points on Powerhouse and to get a lot of points as Scout. So I basically just went Scattergun, Milk, Sandman, and just ran around getting kills, capturing points, milking teammates, milking enemies, getting kills, and just getting as much points as possible. Like, if you want to just like get a lot of points as Scout really quickly, you can obviously run around and DM people because Scout's a machine, but you can also go milk and milk teammates when they're low. You can Sandman enemies and then like kill them. You could go Sandman Cleaver for swag points or something. And one thing I found is after I got the majority of my Scout points, I then went Bonk Scout and just decided to suicide at last point constantly with Bonk so that I could keep trying to cap, because I just want those cap points. And eventually people will just get annoyed because obviously people want to try out the new NG weapons. Jag is pretty fucking good, so you'll just have loads of NGs on last, and luckily sentries are a lot easier to push on pubs, which I'm really thankful for. Like, even though I play Highlander, I know that NG is disgusting in pubs, and I kind of don't want that to be a thing. I'd rather NG be like kind of how they're doing Torbjorn in Overwatch, where you're going to be like this beefy short-range guy with a gun that you can kind of set up, and then it'll just go down really quick, hopefully. I hope there isn't going to be like 10 Torbjorns in Overwatch. That would be kind of interesting. So one thing that I immediately noticed when playing Scout is the 3D HUD model thing. I'm looking to the left. Now I've tried this with different classes, they all look to the front. I don't know if there's a command. I know there's a command if you have a custom HUD where you can like rotate where you're looking at. But I really like this. Like, if there is a command in the game, I need to find out, because I want all my classes to be looking to the left like that. Now the reasoning for this is being able to look at the weapon. Because, for example, if you're a spy and you're disguising as a medic, and you're like, oh, let's see what medigun he has, and then he's renamed it to like question mark or lol spy fag or something like that, then you're like, huh, but I'll look at it through my 3D model. But then you look at the 3D model and like the medic is facing forward, and then the screen with like the name on it is covering up the medigun, and you're like, well, shit. So having them face like sideways, you can actually see the medigun, and I've seen this on a lot of custom HUDs. Like, I don't use a custom HUD. I never had to use a custom HUD because I actually kind of like the normal TF2 HUD, if that sounds weird. But if I could have all my class models face to the left, that would be perfect. Like, I was thinking of getting a custom HUD, even one of those like TF2 plus ones from HUD.tf, and it just make it so they face to the left, so I can have that like bonus as a spy player. But that's really it. So they've also done other changes. They've tide turned the babyface blaster, although they did have kind of buff the tide turner process. But they made it so if you're running around with the babyface blaster and you take damage, you lose your boost as you're taking damage. They also made the penalty of when you double jump and you lose boost, they've made that like harsher. So what this means is babyface blaster is now an okay weapon, which I'm happy with because that was an OP piece of shit. And so, like, the babyface blaster and the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol, which are in the same set together, Pretty Boy's pocket pistol had a nice change. You can now, on hit people, get free HP. So, like, if you don't want to, like, milk someone and then, like, have to meat shot them, or to get a bunch of health and go in close with your scattergun or your melee weapon, you can use Pretty Boy's pocket pistol and from afar get a little bit of health back. You can only get free health on hit. It still has like the same disadvantages, you still have that fire vulnerability. And the babyface blaster and the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol together make you absolutely terrible against pyros. Because think about it, you've already got that fire vulnerability, so you're already fucked. But now Afterburn will constantly wear down your boost on the babyface blaster. So if you see a babyface blaster scout, just go pyro with a scorch shot or something. Scorch shot's got a few changes, I haven't really used it, I know it like crits on hit or something like that. And just fuck up their day. So that's kind of nice. What else have they done? They've changed Natasha. Now this is kind of interesting because I did it with like Brass Beast as well. The stat says minus 20% resistance while spun up. Now, I don't like the way that's written, because at first I was like, minus 20% resistance, minus resistance. So is that a 20% vulnerability? So basically it's in blue writing, so like it's gotta be good, right? And I've done some testing and I've talked to people who've been playing a lot of heavy, and it does give you 20% resistance. I don't know why the minus is there. Maybe grammatically it does make sense, but it looks confusing as hell, and Valve is all about making stuff not confusing to new players, especially in this update. They've done a lot of work to make it so sandwiches tell you that you can throw it on the floor for teammates. Flare guns tell you they crit on hit when people are on fire. The shortstop even tells you that, like, it's not a scattergun. So one thing that I wanted to talk about the whole tryharding thing is just, like, work together as a team in this update. I mean, if you were one of those people who played TF2 a long time ago, like me, and you loved the community servers where everyone worked together and played, and classes didn't have as many weapons, so they were more defined, like scouts could run around really fast, soldiers had rockets, pyro was the only one who could use fire, snipers were OP, but they're still OP. Won't really talk about that though. Then you would just have experienced so much more teamwork, because everyone's like needs each other to like work. Like heavies before they got sandwiches needed a medic. Heck, heavies still need like medics because you can only have sandwich out of combat. But now that you've got this update and people wanting to get all this stuff done, I recommend play TF2 again. Enjoy it while you can, while people are working together, even if you do have to play on VAL servers. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this update and this rather embarrassing video. Okay, bye.